Hello. Going to do a little short live this afternoon entitled, Are You Duplicatable? I didn't pre-announce it, so just wait about 30 seconds before I kick in, 30, 45 seconds. I hope you guys are doing well out there. It's starting to get a little cool here in Houston, which I'm really glad about because I am not a summer person. So hopefully where you are, the weather is good for you and you're out and about and enjoying it. So hey Dale, how are you, sir? So we're going to get rolling in about, as I said, about 30 seconds. When you come on, just shout hello to me. Let me know you're there. Any comments that you want to make when we get started here in a few seconds, feel free to leave them. If you watch this on replay, just put a comment on replay. I always go back and respond to the comments we've got going here. So today's title is called, Are You Duplicatable? Now, many of you that are involved in internet marketing are involved in some form of a matrix program, a network marketing program, or a multi-level marketing program. That's a lot of the programs. And some people have a negative view of those. I don't. I got involved in network marketing, multi-level marketing, whatever you want to call it, back in the 70s, and have done well with that business in one form or fashion or another. But I've done both offline and I do online. So there's something wrong with that if it's done properly. What I have found, though, is people do not teach their people to duplicate themselves. So you may be the hustler. You may be going out there, you may be recruiting people. You may be taking care of the products, getting them advertised, promoting them, and you're doing your part. And you've got this humongous downline of people. You've done all the recruiting, but they're not doing the recruiting themselves. They're not following up, and they get in the business and they sit there and they don't recruit anybody, they don't make any money, then they jump ship. Then you got to bring more people in and try to keep going where you're going. Well, the idea is you have to duplicate yourself. You have to communicate with your downline. Internet marketing is not about recruiting somebody, selling something to somebody, and then going on your way. It's a constant contact. It's a relationship building. Those that you recruit have got to begin to know you well. They've got to like it. They've got to trust you. And where they do that is by you connecting with them. In the old days, before the internet and multiple marketing, we got on the phone and we call, "Hey, John, how you doing? Hey, Sally, how you doing? How can I help you with your business?" So you should be duplicating yourself, showing the people what you do. How are you bringing in traffic? Show your downline that. Don't hide it. You're all working together. You're a team. How are you communicating with your team? Are you doing it through email? Are you doing it through the phone? Are you doing it through a live? However you do it, but they have to see what you're doing. If all you're doing is recruiting and sitting back, guess what? Those that are following you, those you recruited, are going to recruit and sit back, and nobody's going to make any money. In any of these programs, the money, if it's a true program, it's not about recruiting people. It's about getting people on your team. They're going to work together to promote the product or service that you have. So you have to learn to communicate regularly, particularly with your front line, your initial line. You'll communicate with as many as you can on your downline, but those frontline people, teach them what you do. Try to talk to them on a regular basis. Try to communicate with them on a regular basis. And once they see that you're hustling, once they see that you're doing, and let them know about your successes. Now, I know that there's people that get online and flash all these $100 bills. I'm not talking about that. That's personal. Why would anybody talk about how much money they make? That's personal. But talk about success. Hey, Jim, I just want to let you know, man, we had 50 people join our group yesterday. This is what happened. And it gets people excited. If you're not communicating with them, if they don't feel your zeal, they don't feel your enthusiasm, they're not going to have it. Very few people are self-motivators or self-starters. And so you have to be that cheerleader. You have to be that promoter to your team. And I don't care which business it is. I don't care what service it is. People don't want to be by themselves. And I go back to the old days again, because in the old days when we were doing this type of stuff, we met in a hotel ballroom or some kind of conference room, and people felt supported. They saw all the other people there, and they communicated with each other. The internet is so cold. It's a cold medium. Now thank goodness we're starting to get all these lives going, things like that, where it's more personal. But people have got to feel supported. They've got other people involved. Now, in my particular group that we've got going, I do a Zoom, I call it a round table, and we just meet once a week. And all of us online, all of us are on video, and we're talking to each other like in a conference call. So they get to know that, hey, Dan Fox is a real person. Hey, Ken is a real person. Hey, Betty's a real person. And they start communicating and sharing ideas. This is how your team gets stronger. I have one guy on my team right now. He is burning up the bridge. He is burning up the pages, recruiting people. I mean, he's like the top recruiter in our group right now. And so we want to get him on a call. Let him share what he's doing. Don't hold on. When you hold on, don't work. You pass on. Let other people know what you're doing. You've got to duplicate yourself. If you find something that works, if you find a traffic source that works, pass it on to your downline. Let them use that traffic source. Internet's big. They're not going to use it up. It's not going to overflow. Pass it on to your downline. Hey, Robin, let folks know what you're doing. That's so important. Look, I even have Zoom calls where I'll bring in an expert, someone who knows something about something, and I'll interview them, invite my people. Come watch what JD is doing. Come watch what Dave is doing. Let them explain to you what's happening. Because when people see people being successful, it encourages them to be successful. When people hear that you're being successful, it encourages them to be successful. But if you recruit them and never contact them, chances are they're not going to dig in your business. And then you've wasted your time. Or if you're using paid promotion, you wasted your money recruiting them because you've not followed up with them. All right? So duplicate yourself. Sit back, assess yourself. Take a look at what you do every day in your business. And then pass it on. I do that routinely and regularly with my group. Even on my website, I have a thing called the DOOR, Daily Operating Routine. And I have down, this is what I do every day. And I said, do this, people. If you do this, you will be successful. And the ones that do contact me says, I really like your DOOR, Dan, and I'm going to follow it. They're recruiting people. Their business is building. Those that look at it and go, that's too much. I mean, I keep a copy of a mini DOOR. This is my mini DOOR. The one that I actually do is even bigger than this now. But this is a daily routine for me, daily operating routine for me. I keep it right in front of my face so that I remind myself, I got to do this every day. This is a job, folks. Get into daily routine, teach your downline, to network with them, connect with more successful people, and your online business will grow. So learn to duplicate, and when you start duplicating your success, they'll duplicate their success, you start duplicating the dollars. Y'all have a good evening. Hope you got a little bit out of this. Today was a little short live, but hope you got a little bit out of it. And y'all have a good weekend. Weekend's coming upon you, and we just wish you to have very good health and great wealth. We'll talk to you next time.